Hello,
Hello, hi everyone.
Hello.
we are live.
We are live.
Woo!
Right?
I think.
Yeah, shout at us in the chat if you can't hear us. Very excited to be doing our first Next Fest stream.
Yeah, I can see it. I'm monitoring the stream now on the actual podcast, and I can see it. We're all good. Oh, it looks nice. See. I'm gonna kick us off then with some introductions. So yeah, hi, I'm Susie. I'm the community manager for Tray Racers, and I'm going to be asking the devs some questions today about the game. We're going to be jumping into some races, showing off some of the different features. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Who wants to introduce themselves next? James?
Hey, I'm James. You can see this is my screen that we're sharing. And yeah, I'm mainly programming, and also we all share the design on the game. So happy to have you here.
I'm Doug. I am the artist on the team, and yeah, also share a bit of the design with everyone else.
And I'm Henry. I do programming and I make all the noises in the game.
Every single noise.
Always
Most of
it's
the
true.
noises.
So yeah, before we start racing, I thought it'd be good for us to just ask some questions about the game, just for those that don't know too much about Tray Racers. Hoping we have some new people joining us today, and I imagine maybe some people from our Discord community. But yeah, I just wanted to ask you, like, first of all, which is a question that you've been asked many times, I'm sure. But where did Tray Racers come from? What inspired you to make it? You know, what is the story of how Tray Racers happened? The silence.
Waiting for who's going to speak up first. Well, I think Tray Racers essentially came about because of a pun. We were talking about ray tracing, which was the hot new thing, and one of us said, "Nah, forget ray tracing. Tray racing. That's what it's all about." So then that joke turned into a prototype, and that prototype turned into our next project.
fully planned out.
So, yeah, I mean, does anyone else want to take the rest of the story?
Yeah, I guess it's worth mentioning that we finished our last game, Fogs, and that was like a very kind of level-based game where most of our time was spent making this little world, and then when we released it, it kind of just went off, and everyone played it, or everybody who played it, that's what they saw. And so coming into our next project, it just kind of naturally became something that was a bit more kind of chaotic, and something that we were playing and coming up with ideas just on the fly, and it kind of evolved. So it's a hard question to answer. Like, even though it's quite similar to what we started with, so many parts of it have just kind of naturally come about, and it's been really, really fun to see like what is interesting and what's fun about the game, and then to focus on those bits. And yeah, now we're here.
Really sorry if I did miss that. My buzzer's going off for a delivery, so 1 second. Keep going.
Well, yeah, while Susie's away, Doug, do you want to talk at all about where the kind of world side of it came from? Like, the colorful post-apocalypse that we're in?
Yeah.
Why do I have all day? Sorry. Why do they say all day for the delivery and they come in the 1 hour that we're doing a stream?
They were waiting. They were like, okay, they're live, go.
Yeah, they're watching the stream. Anyway, I missed what you said there, but I'm sure
I
it
was
was
just
all great.
gonna talk a bit about the world, like where the world came from.
Yeah.
Unless you want to jump in with another question.
No, please do. It'd be great to hear more.
I mean, yeah, our first ever prototype was just default grey slopes. And I don't know, I'm not sure about you two, whether or not your first thought was it being like a snowy landscape, but
That was absolutely my first thought. Yeah.
I don't know if it was just trying to be contrary or not, but I thought it would be interesting to go in the complete opposite and have it like desert, sandy slopes. So the first like sketches and art tests I did were like experimenting with that to get a bit of something a bit different maybe, and also that kind of naturally made me think of, I guess, like an apocalypse or a climate catastrophe. So that kind of like informed how that part of the world, like what is happening in the world of Cherry is this kind of societal collapse, but people are still around and still thriving and probably living better lives than normal.
I think it's nice to have. I mean, there's a lot of like post-apocalyptic games or just like media in general where it's like all, you know, very doom and gloom and imagined sort of the worst that society can possibly be. But it's so nice to like get to spend time in this beautiful, warm, cozy world where, you know, it's just a bunch of kids and robots all having lots of fun. I think there's something really nice and hopeful about that. I love all the colours as well.
Yeah, you can't help make it colourful, can you, Doug?
So it's going to be easier to force a desert to be colourful.
Yeah, Doug would be sad. Sad if it was just a big grey game. So I would like to talk a bit about camp as well, but I'm just thinking maybe that we should just go into a race first, just so the people watching get to see a bit of the racing, and then we can come back and then talk about camp, like we plan to do. Is everyone okay with that?
Sounds like a
good.
good plan to me.
I just don't want to. I don't want to leave the people waiting for the racing. You know, some people might love the chill camp vibes, but some people might be like, "Where's the racing?"
I was promised trays and race.
So yeah.
And if anyone,
oh, sorry, Susie.
I just quickly want to say, if anyone in the chat like has any questions, then just add them in, and I'll make sure to ask the devs.
Yeah. So I think it's worth saying that this is a Next Fest stream. The game is going to be live throughout the Next Fest over the next week, so you can get the demo on our Steam page and you can play the game with your friends. But yeah, so we're here in a race, and I'll go over really quickly how the races work in Trail Racers. So we're going to have like a practice that will last for about 5 minutes, and we set our times and explore the map. And then at the end of that practice, there's going to be one final race where we're all going to try and set our best time with the different routes that we found and see who comes out on top of the podium.
And so the reason it's split this way is because each track is procedurally generated, which means that you don't know what the track is going to be like when you get into it. So we thought it made sense to have a period of time where you can like actually learn the track a bit and like find your best route before going into that final race and seeing how well you can do.
This is a really nice track as well. It's like just very pretty. I feel like they all run into each other very nicely as well. I noticed the little what are they called? Lily pads.
I was going to say, have you ever seen those before?
Yeah, I love them. They're great. Does that mean that there's a chance for frogs to be lurking in hot springs as well?
Not currently.
You don't want to boil those frogs too much.
Oh no!
Oh wait, so
Wouldn't notice how hot it was.
Yeah, it's a class.
So I think we should do like one more run, and then we can maybe stop in some of the biomes and have a little walking tour. Whoa!
Yes, that sounds very good. Henry's set a time that's far too good.
Oh, Henry, I thought I was doing quite well.
Now my Shrey Racer's brain
Oh
just
my
wants to
God.
try and find the way to beat him.
So close. That was the slowest I've ever crossed a finish line.
I was worse this time.
Okay, I'm getting off my board.
Are you running all the way down?
We're at the top.
Can I just get off right at the top?
Yeah.
Wait, what button is it to get off again?
B.
B. Oh yeah, I'm still used to
For trick.
It used to be F, right?
B for trick.
Okay, I'm in the springs. I'm down a tiny bit. Hello.
Oh,
So yeah, would you like to talk a bit about the hot springs biome and sort of how this came about, and just I don't know, I love the water spouts and how they like push up into the air, and they sort of, it's a really interesting biome. Whee.
Yeah.
I mean, Nope. We thought it'd be cool to have an area that was more about these kind of flat ledges. I mean, Doug for ages had this sort of concept art of this like very tiered, like hot springs kind of area like this, and gameplay-wise, it made sense to do it as these ledges. But we thought it needed something a bit more exciting to kind of zhuzh it up a bit. So we added these geysers, which if you get the timing right, you can get shot right up into the air, which can be useful for pulling off more tricks.
More tricks, more tricks, more tricks.
I realized I've just ran off away from you all.
It's really nice to explore. Like normally I'm just thinking about the racing. I don't take in the beautiful environments.
Yeah.
And then, so there is one thing when you're going down the hot springs, maybe for some people that are going to be playing later on in the week, do you lean backwards or forwards when you're going across the flat bits? Because for anyone that doesn't know, when you're going down like hills, you're meant to lean forwards, right? And then when you're going up hills, you're meant to like pull back. But these bits are just flat.
Yeah, I guess explaining the mechanics of the racing is maybe a good idea.
Well, I just mean I just want to know once and for all because I always get it wrong, and we're about to go
It's
into race.
both. Either or neither work.
Either or neither. Okay. Well, we are about to race, so
Yep.
I'll see if that works. Either or neither. Okay.
Okay, let's go. So this is the final race, and our practice times will be combined with our best race times, so good luck to everyone.
Oh, see, I'm stuck already.
Oh no.
Yeah, so, I mean, getting air is also a very good thing to aim for, because it lets you get off some tricks, which gives you a nice speed boost.
Also, normally you'd have a lot more practice runs instead of walking around the... Oh, this looks really pretty.
Oh no, I messed up a trick.
I love the mangrove biome, which is the most recent one. I think it's my favorite in the whole game. It's so nice.
I love it too. And there's a few cool extra kind of obstacles that can help you out. Has someone finished already?
Where?
Oh.
I was thinking maybe because I'm not going to be the one like streaming, I'm just asking the questions. That'd be better, but no.
Oh.
We got some.
What's going on?
We got some interesting bugs.
Big rapture. What is that?
The sounds. The sounds. That was amazing.
Yeah, so you're not supposed to float up in the air, just ignore that. It's all demo, so
Susie?
does not represent the final product.
I mean, the words. I'm not flying because I was fourth. I feel a bit left out, I'm not gonna lie.
So yeah,
Um,
you can see Henry came out on top even though Doug got the best practice time. So it kind of combines your times.
That race time was ludicrous.
it's insane, Henry. I don't know how you
I
did that.
practiced. What can I say?
46.
So, anyway, we're back in camp. First of all, the makeover of camp looks so nice. I don't know, for some of our playtesters that were playing it before this demo, it was, I mean, it's not hugely different, but I just think all the details you've added are so nice.
Bit
The
more
plant-
homey.
very homey, yeah. You can go sit beside
Make a
the
campaign.
front in the cushions. Yeah, it's so nice.
Museums.
But I wanted to ask, like, when you were making the game, I feel like this is as much a part of the game as, you know, the racing, going down the tracks, all of that. Like, when you were making the game, how quickly did you realize that a space like this would be important to the game?
I think it came about fairly naturally. Like, a lot of the development of this game took place at the start of during the COVID-19 pandemic, which part of why it came about was because we were playing so many online multiplayer games together as a group. So we wanted to make something that was like nice and easy to get into. I think like a lot of what we were playing were these quite like intense, competitive games that would like basically be like, okay, well, we need to like sit down for 40 minutes and like be completely plugged in, wired in for that whole time. But this was like, we were like, what's missing is something that is like, oh, we can just hop in and chill for a bit and like it's not got any pressure or anything like that. So I think that's kind of how the campfire came about, really, is like this idea of like just being able to chill for like a little bit between the slightly more competitive bits of the race was really nice.
Yeah, I mean, I always just want to. I mean, I love racing, but also I just love like hanging about in the camp so much. And when we've been doing other like trade tests as well, there's a lot of the time like people sort of end up making their own mini games in camp, which is always really fun to watch. Do you have any like favorites from the games that you've seen people sort of play when they're hanging out in camp?
Yeah, I think I love hide and seek, and the first time that we played hide and seek, we hadn't really thought about where people would hide, you know, like we'd made the camp space, or Doug had kind of made the camp space mainly around the campfire with some extra little bits and pieces. And so when we played hide and seek, suddenly all these little kind of nooks and crannies that were just part of the camp became hiding spots. And it was really cool to see like what people did. I remember I tried to put on like an outfit to camouflage. Oh look, Susie, you've done it! To camouflage myself in the succulents, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. I think Caitlin, the UI artist, won the first hide and seek we had by like hiding down underneath this rock over here, which was really sneaky. Yeah, I don't know if either of you have any other games, or you, Susie, any games that you enjoyed?
I mean, it's been really fun seeing people do like a tower of racers.
Yeah. I
So
love the tower.
just seeing
I mean, there's only 4 of us, but like when there's like you get a tower of 8 people, it's so good.
The chaos.
I also really liked when we played with a really big group, like Duck Duck Goose. We're like sitting in these seats and trying to play it, but obviously like it's just funny because everyone like runs at the same speed, so it's like it's quite hard to ever win Duck Duck Goose in this situation.
Just got
Yeah.
okay, good.
So I'd like to maybe just show off the character creator a little bit as well. So I'm gonna ask everyone to go into the character creator and then have 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes. I'm gonna put a timer on because I could spend forever in there to create a character showing off like some of your favorite styles, some of your favorite outfits. Wait, let me get my timer up. And maybe in that time, I mean, if it's not too incredibly difficult for you, Doug, because you're also making a character, you could talk a bit about the kid character and their sort of cartoony look and where the art direction behind those characters came from. Okay, timer. Are we
No
ready?
pressure.
No pressure. Okay. Timer on. Okay. Okay. Will you be able to speak at the same time, Doug? That's the question.
Wait, should we start?
Yes, we started.
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
I mean, I just it's basically just making. I think we've settled fairly early on that the characters would be kids instead of adults, just because I don't know, it fit the kind of flavor of the game a lot more. Automatically kind of puts you in a sillier headspace, I think.
Yeah.
And a bit more playful. So yeah, I think I was just aiming for fairly cute, silly, like not too. I didn't want to lean too hard into the whole apocalypse thing because the idea is that the kids are still looking after themselves and probably have parents, maybe.
Maybe not. Who knows?
So yeah, that wasn't.
I like the idea that they're just all like, I don't know, they all have these like awesome clothes and like, like every single color under the sun.
I mean, there's lots of stuff to loot once the apocalypse happens.
Yeah. They just loot all this. Oh my, wait, how much time do we have left in timer? Oh, we have 15 seconds. No.
Oh, my shoes. Get rid of those. Bare
I am
feet.
done.
I'm not done. See, I was trying to listen to what Doug was saying and I got distracted.
Is it time up?
Like 5 seconds. Oh, it's a second. Okay,
I should have used the randomized to get.
Oh wait, my tray.
stop. Yeah, my outfit's not done. I'm just very quickly. I'm cheating. I'm sorry.
I can't believe you're cheating like this, Susie.
Oh, we've got the exact same board.
I created the game, then
Oh.
cheated. Nice.
Okay, catwalk.
Yeah. Who's starting?
The red and blue.
So I've gone for, it's an homage to the 3D glasses in the game that we added at one of the last trade tests. So this is my 3D glasses outfit. I realize now
You are 3D glass.
I've not changed my shorts, but yeah. Also a reference to Red and Blue, who are the personalities in our previous game. For any fans out there with a PH.
Bugs fans?
Yeah.
Well, 3 of us have gone for blue boards. I normally spend ages making a character, and that was really hard, and I got very distracted. So normally everything color coordinates, but it doesn't. My bracelets, my arm, my goggles. Apart from that, I was going to
Something about like green and blue makes me think of Rugrats.
green and Rugrats. Don't mention Rugrats.
Oh wait, Susie, you're running away from the camera.
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna
But
get
yeah.
a little.
I was thinking maybe like if the next race we're hopefully in some mangrove swamps, or maybe camouflage in with the green a bit. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that was my thinking.
You don't want to get spotted.
Whoa, that's a beautiful sky. Someone said in the comments. I know it is a beautiful sky, and I can sit here all day. Henry, Doug, how about your outfits?
Bright colors, big hair, some dogs, no shoes, the classics. Stay safe.
No shoes. That's important.
Yeah.
Henry.
I mean, I've gone for full protection gear.
Safety first.
Oh yeah,
Stay
safety
safe on the
first.
slopes, everyone.
Stay safe.
I've gone for
That's okay.
Anxious racer.
I've gone for double gogs because you never know if the sun gets in your eyes. You might need the black ones, but you always want to have something to keep if the sand's getting in your face. Nice blue tray because I'm all about blue. That's where I'm coming from.
Lesser known fact that Henry always has sunglasses.
I love safety first.
And he's all a bit blue. Okay, well, on that note, I think we should jump into another race. Something that you mentioned before, Henry, when you were talking about like experiences you had over lockdown, while like playing games and like relaxing. I was wondering if any of you like had any particular experiences in different games that like sort of really like made you think like, oh, you know, like a bit differently about how you can hang out with your friends online and maybe like helps create the camp and the vibe of overall True Racers.
Actually, yeah, you asking that question just brought this back into my mind, but we played quite a lot of Tabletop Simulator, which I played in the past, but when we were playing it during lockdown, it was such a different experience because suddenly it became just like a place for us to chat and hang out, and most of our time in that game was spent just messing around and like basically doing whatever we felt like, you know, not necessarily playing the board game, or even we would start playing the board game and then we would just naturally take a break and kind of chill out halfway through because it's not really constraining you as much as like most games would. And it was really fun to always see like at the end of the session what everybody had ended up drawing on the table, or you know, the kind of result of us hanging out for a while, which felt kind of similar to when we're in person together. So yeah, I mean, it's not an obvious comparison to Tray Racers, but definitely that idea of being able to just naturally take a break, chill out, make some noise together.
I guess I beat Henry. Oh no, that was James. But I beat you.
So yeah, in this race we have 3 new biomes to show up. We've got the caves, which is a series of branching paths that you have to find your way through. So this is the one that requires the most practice to find the fastest route.
I do not think that's it.
I love how every time you play like in a group of people, when you get to the caves, it's always like, right, who's going left? Who's going middle? Like, it really is the hardest to try and suss out.
Then we've got the villages, which is one of our sort of trying to show that the world is doing all right, really. That it's not immediately.
It's not all doomed.
Yeah, not immediately post-apocalypse. So we've just got some nice places for you to get some good speed. And then followed by the highways, which is sort of the other side of that that coin, I guess, which is just seeing a bit of the old world and what came before all of this.
Okay, I'm gonna follow Doug down and see if your route is faster than my one. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry?
No, I was just going to say I always forget to brake. Like, I just forget that that's even a feature. And then I'm like, why am I running into all these walls? Anyway.
Yeah, you can brake. If you want to go fast, it's not advised, but it can help you sometimes. Oh, I've lost Doug. And I saw Henry zip across. Oh, whoa, nice. You just hit a ramp on the highways.
So I was going to say, like, I mean, it's quite... I mean, I actually have quite a good time right now. But normally when we play, I'm, like, quite behind you guys, because obviously you spend a lot of time playing a bit more than I do. But I was sort of wondering, what is the skill ceiling of this game? Like, is it just super easy, as you said, like just go down, or is there lots of little tips and tricks and things to get better at it?
I think we've always kind of prioritized, almost just like accidentally prioritized accessibility with a lot of our games. So just making sure that almost anyone could jump in and like get the hang of the basics and have some fun. But obviously we play a lot of games ourselves, so we naturally put in stuff that if you are like going like if you are wanting to try a bit harder and kind of get that mastery up, then there is like all of the leaning, all of the near miss boosts. So like going really close to a obstacle will get you a little boost, but obviously there's a bit of risk there. And then learning when to get how to get air for tricks and kind of like maximize that bonus. So we hope that alongside the like procedural generation means that there is a bit more the differential between like someone who really knows what they're doing and someone who's just starting out isn't so insane that it's just not fun for one of those two people, but there is still obviously a reason to like keep playing and keep practicing. And I mean, even like the very first tests we did, which were like basically a handful of untextured dunes that you could go down, we were immediately like, oh, you beat my time, I'm gonna
Oh wait, is this not the way?
this is the final race.
I know, but I thought the middle was the way, but no one else went middle. Oh no. Someone asked, they said they're still laughing at double gogs, and
You can have no, you can't.
can we use 2 trays? Was the question.
Dual wielding trays.
Like, sort of like you're.
Those
I'm
trays.
in the last one so badly. Sort of like you're skiing. I'm
Tiny
imagining
tiny
very-
thin trays.
Yeah.
No, but I like the idea
In
of
all
double
seriousness,
tray.
no.
I think
No, come on.
I think from our experiments on the actual slopes, you don't want too much friction, so maybe 1 tray is enough.
You heard it
Oh, yeah.
first. 1 tray is enough.
You mean the real life slopes?
Yeah.
All that IRL testing that you did for this game,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, there's a video of me.
We had to make
Oh,
sure we
I
were
didn't
getting it
post
right.
that actually. I forgot that you sent that to me. Oh, someone said, nah, I mean one on top of your
Yeah.
head. Oh, okay. So like
Tray
you do a
hat.
trick and then your headstand on the tray go down the slope.
Yes. Okay,
Well,
no, that is a feature we need to add.
Yeah, a tray hat. Please add a tray hat.
And then you can do a hat trick.
Oh,
That's a good one, Henry.
Oh yeah, that was actually a good one.
come on, guys. Both. Best time in both. What were you playing? Yeah.
We were talking about the skill ceiling and maximizing.
You're really maximum. I thought. Oh yeah, and that's why I wanted to know as well. I'm last. I'm the worst. Can each of you give me a tip, like just your one best tip for tray racing, please?
I think knowing how long to stay in the air is really important. Like generally trying to be in the air and do as many tricks as possible works for me.
But we have had races where the winner did 0 tricks, so I don't know what to think anymore.
So, yeah, that's-
that blew my beliefs right wide open.
So you can sort of decide like when you want to like.
Yeah,
I
knowing
think there
how to
is
hit the slope.
strategies.
Yeah.
Yeah, my trick is find the strategy that works for you. Are you a near messer? Are you a tricker?
You a slope leaner?
Are you Aline Queen?
All the different names. What is your trail racing style? So I think now we should maybe go back into the. What is this changing room? I was going to say wardrobe. The changing room, and we're going to become some other characters, which would be great. Again, while we're doing this, if you could just talk about it. So you notice there's like little stars beside the characters, which we'll see in a second. You can be a kid, or you can be a robot, and you can be a fox. And the little stars means that they're going to be part of the supporters pack. But I was wondering if you could just explain to people what the supporters pack is.
So yeah, I guess because Trailers is a free-to-play game, and we don't want to have loads of like microtransactions or ads or anything. We want the game to be like free for everybody to play. So to kind of support the game, we've added the supporters pack, which is just going to be like a one-time low-price purchase that allows people to unlock some extra characters. So you can unlock the robot that you can see here on my screen, and you can unlock the fox. And they're both available during the demo, so people can play as them for Next Fest, but when the game launches, they'll be part of the sports pack. And yeah, hopefully we will add more cool customizations to the sports pack, but we plan for it not to ever affect the actual gameplay, so you'll be able to like do all the races and see all the biomes and everything with the free version of the game. Yeah.
And why did you decide to make the game free, and like why was that so important to you?
I think it was important to us, similarly to what I was saying before. It was, during the pandemic again, sorry to bring it up, but we tried a lot of free games, and it was, if there was like a good number of us, convincing, even like 4 other people to like buy a game to just give it a go and see if it's any good was like a bit of a hard sell. So I think like we decided to make it free just so that people can try it. It's like people can just jump in with their friends and get as many people as they can to just give it a go, because that's what we really want from this. It's just for people to have a look at it and try it out.
Have a proper, real good time. I'm
Get involved.
spending too long customizing my character again.
Hey, you didn't set a timer on this one.
I'm sorry. I thought, I've.
2 minutes is real time.
Yeah, I know it's difficult. Okay, I'm coming out the changing room. Oh wait,
Okay.
no shoot. Okay, I'm here. I love the robots.
Oh wait, did no one go Fox?
Oh no!
I was gonna say, should we
Oh, we are robots!
discuss it? Okay, I'm gonna go back and really quickly.
I was just hoping that someone. I go Fox quite a lot, but I don't know why I went robot this time.
I'm Fox.
Oh, Rombag said you can be a robot. I'm never taking the robot skin off. And then someone also asked a question that we're actually going to get into in a bit anyway, but I will maybe kick us off. Kai said, any other game mode or different playstyle to play Trail Racers? So, yeah, does someone want to talk about the different sort of races that you can do in the game?
Yeah, so what you've seen is what we call like regular race, and that is practice and final race. And you can actually customize that. If you're the host of the match, you can set like how long the practice is time-wise, and you can also set how long the track is in length, so like how many biomes are. So as well as the regular race, which is the online mode, we also have the weekly races, which are designed for people who want to just like hop on for a little bit. They don't necessarily want to get all their friends together and do some racing. And so instead of racing against everyone in the lobby, you race against the global leaderboard. And the weekly races are kind of like dailies in other games, and other games have done weeklies as well. So the idea is that each day there's a new track, and it's procedurally generated like it is for the regular race. But for that whole week, so today's weekly, which just went online today, for the whole week that same track will be playable. So anyone around the world can play that same track and practice it throughout the week and get really good at it and try and set a time on the global leaderboard. And we found that it's a really cool way to kind of get better at like specific strategies, or like find specific routes through biomes, and just spend a bit more time with a track rather than the regular race where, you know, it's just one practice that you have to see that race because it's always new. And then those are the two main game modes. We also do have the tutorial, which I think is pretty important and teaches you how to play the game. So I advise checking that out if you just want like a few extra tips and stuff. And then the camp, obviously, where it's the most dynamic game mode because you can do anything.
You can stand in your friend's head.
Exactly. Can you do that in real life?
Mode of all. And then I don't know if we want to just ready up and then we can keep chatting though. Is there going to be any other maybe game modes in the future, like tournaments or Trail Racers Esports League?
Seems like it's definitely something we want to experiment with more, in like once we've released like the core game kind of thing. I think we did a little bit of experimentation with some very wacky out there ideas like early on, and realized it was going to take a lot of work to kind of get them to like the same level as the races, and decided to maybe just focus on the core races till we've got those like, I mean, I guess at the stage they are now. So going forwards, we're definitely eager to get a bit crazier with game modes, but nothing confirmed, I guess, yet.
You just have to imagine.
And
I was going to say as well, we have like some trade testers who have been sort of trade testing from our first public trade test. We like to call our playtest trade tests. All the blooming catseeds. But they are like so into the weekly races because I guess like they're all trying to beat each other, and it's been really nice like seeing them sort of play together and try to be the best.
I'm excited to see at launch how just those leaderboards filling up.
Yeah. Also, I was gonna say cactuses. Let's talk about cactuses.
Best obstacle in the game.
Every Trail Racer's natural enemy.
I hate. I want them to be removed from the game.
You need to just master getting on top of them, and you'll realize that they are the best thing in the game.
Yeah, they're simultaneously your worst enemy and your best friend. Because if you can get on top of a cactus, you can bounce across the whole race.
No.
And then you don't have to deal with anything. You just bounce to freedom.
I never can land it. It's so difficult. Okay, I'm on one. Oh, no.
Oh.
I'm going to try and get some bounces to show off on the stream.
I managed to
It's
get one.
really good. On the left at the start, if you go to the left, there's like a big
that's what I
purple
got.
you can get.
Then I couldn't get another one.
Are you pulling back when you're in the air? Because that gives you air time.
Oh, no. I think
You gotta pull around it.
Cactus character customization when? Can you become a cactus?
You can
Give us a cactus skin, like a costume, like a hot dog costume. Like cactus.
So there is actually cactus tray, and then
I have
if you wear a green helmet, you can feel like a cactus.
No,
But
James.
I like the idea.
That's not gonna cut it.
The whole cactus hot dog costume.
We don't want cactus cosplay, we want actual cactus.
Yeah. Not cactus, but
Yeah,
Just to
depends
go
if we're
back-
talking, like Sorry.
What were you going to say, Doug?
Depends if we're talking like a full guy's cactus outfit or like that Final Fantasy character where you are just a little cactus boy.
Cactuar. I would love to be a cactuar.
This hat, people are saying the possibilities are endless. We want to be the cactus. That's a consensus. So.
You thought you were going to get so much more hate in the chat for Cactus, Susie.
I know.
Oh yeah,
I was like, I want everyone to agree with me that cactuses are awful.
I mean, I just
Like,
bounced
no, we
the
love them.
entire way, and it was beautiful. So I think cactus is great.
Oh yeah, and you can see that from your 45-second time.
Yeah. I'm going to try and do some cactus bouncing again. Live on stream.
Live on stream.
Watch me
No
bounce.
pressure.
No pressure, James. Just nail it perfectly.
You said that, and then I immediately hit into some cactuses. Yeah, I was just going to go back to a point you mentioned earlier, Susie, about like a tournament mode, because we have had a couple people ask about that. And one thing that we've added now in the demo is that when you go into the leaderboard, there's a new tab, and it basically shows across your whole session. So like all the races that you do on a session shows who's gotten the most like podium positions. So now you can, yeah, basically run a little tournament together, which is pretty exciting. And I would love to see people run some kind of impromptu tournaments and yeah. Maybe we can do some tournament events in the future on the Discord.
I did a really good cactus bounce at the start, but couldn't do it all the way.
You got to start somewhere.
Thanks.
Oh,
So Rombag has also asked, is there a post-apocalyptic fast food restaurant all these trades are coming from? I want the lore. That's so funny.
No, I'm just thinking...
I always imagined they were homemade. The wood.
Oh.
I want a fast food tray. I think fast food, the remnants of the fast food world definitely exists somewhere. Whether or not they're buried deep under the sand and only the trays survive, who knows. Also, hello Rombag. It's really cool to see you in the chat.
I think you should make like a dinner tray, like as a special tray, like one of the plastic dinner trays.
There's some good cactus bouncing going on here.
Oh, I missed. Oh, I thought it was so hard to stay up in the air. Oh wait.
Oh.
Oh, I regained air. Oh yes.
Oh no, you've already finished.
Oh, I'm so lost though. I'm trying to think of like a pun with like fast food restaurants, trays.
Damn it.
Tray. No. Tray. I cannot think of anything else.
I just can't get that gif out of my head.
What? Henry didn't win either of them. That's crazy.
Henry did win.
Oh, like one overall, but I never had the fastest time.
Oh.
Henry is in the lead with the podium points.
Oh, it's because me and James swapped our. Like, I had a really bad race and you had a rough price.
Susie with the most near misses, though.
That was because I kept almost hitting all the cactuses.
Pinball. These are some bright cushions.
Rombag is deeply thinking on James's point about trays outliving us all.
That's the true message of the game, really.
Wing says, who needs fast food when you can fast move in tray races?
You can fast move. Wait, speaking of which, should we do some of the classic tray sliding?
Oh yeah, you say that.
Wait,
this is a feature. If anyone reports this as a bug, I'll be upset.
How do you do it again?
You need to sit down and then move and constantly spam the sit down emote.
Wait, Henry, I didn't realize you look like you're magically moving with your panpipe.
My ears go so floppy.
I need to sit down and run again.
It reminds me of like little babies who can't quite walk yet, bum shuffling along the floor. It's so cute.
You can tell that we spend a lot of our time in this game doing important work.
Important.
Oh,
Right.
how do you do it with your tray? I don't-
So we've got 10 minutes left
Oh,
of
wow.
the stream. What's the
Yep.
plan?
That
the plan?
flew by.
Oh no. Well, I was gonna just ask if anyone that's watching has any questions that we've not covered already. And then also, I sort of wanted to know as well. We talked briefly about how you tried out some different things that may or may not make it into the game in the future. But is there something that's like in a dream Travis's world you would really love to have in the game that maybe sounds a bit crazy and probably won't go in the game, but maybe imagine?
You're really leaving it open for. That's cute.
Maybe imagine.
Huh?
Wildest dreams.
No, maybe.
Wildest dreams.
No. I
We
mean,
like to
James
think
actually
big
should
here.
be.
It's
Okay, here it is.
James
So,
is the dream.
the-
The dream.
The deep lore is, you see these worms we just spawned out of?
Oh no! What was that?
If you become a master tray racer, then you don't need a tray anymore, because you just ride your worm down the slope.
Oh god.
And you can burrow through anything in the world. You can go through the dunes, go through obstacles, and whenever your worm hits a car, then they eat it, and that gives them the metal power. So it opens this whole other meta of like, how much metal power do you have, and can you use that to get down the slope
He's
faster?
definitely just making this all up on the spot, by the way. This isn't anything we've ever talked about.
I think
the
that,
worm meta power.
but
How about Travis's worm meta?
How much metal power you
But I think the really
Metal.
interesting part about that idea is that when you have the metal worms, you have to kind of balance between, do you use your metal power to boost, or do you use your metal power to get rid of the other metal worms who are chasing you down the slope, and you know they're gonna eat you. So I hope
I don't know how we can follow that.
so if
Yeah.
you stayed this long in the stream, you know who to DM if you want metal power in your game.
Metal power. The metal power hacks.
Not even just in Tray Racers, in your game.
Oh yeah,
Game of choice.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna make it happen.
Looking to develop another game.
Peter Molyneux, give me a call.
Are we talking Metal Mario style, like it messes with your
Don't mention his name.
Yeah. It's like your mirror worm that comes for you. For every worm, there's a mirror worm.
I don't know
Oh.
what's real anymore.
I just like pretending that Mario is our like ultimate nemesis
Yeah.
in racing, you know?
We should get in touch with Wario and Bowser and see.
Yeah.
Let's bring him down.
We'll convert them to solar, and take down Mario with all of his hoarding.
Mario the Gas Guzzler.
Rumbag said, "Have you ever considered making the worms from Charlie in the Great Glass Elevator?" If you...
Oh no.
I didn't remember those worms.
Oh,
It's been a while since I've read that book.
the
Tell us
worms.
those worms.
Yes, I remember worms.
That's it. You just remember worms. But also,
It's nothing to do with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
No, it's
so
the
that's
sequel.
the second one.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, okay.
You not seen
Do they make chocolate? Are they chocolate worms?
Oh no, I missed. I don't know. Also, a suggestion that is cool is it'd be cool if you could make your own camp.
Oh, like custom.
Customize your camp.
Camp Sims.
Yeah.
That is a very good dream.
I was like, yeah, that's cool, but that's a
Really
dream.
just getting out that that's never happened.
That would be cool.
I mean,
I would love that.
if you join the Discord and you petition Doug,
I'm not in control of that. That's you guys. That's a
Petition
programming problem.
to add whatever you want to the camp.
Yeah, I guess you just ask Doug for
Oh,
more.
right. Like, I just am taking requests now.
Yeah. I really messed up.
The devs.
Doug, what's your dream? I know what it is, but you gotta say it out loud.
I don't know what it is. I know.
I know what you think it is, and it's more Scrum, basically.
Oh, right. Yeah. Scrump riding.
We've
Oh,
not
right.
mentioned Scrump this whole stream. It's been
Oh, yeah.
56 minutes.
I think Susie said the word Scrump, saying you can sit on the cushions next to Scrump.
I was
Oh, Henry, what are you doing?
so
I thought I was so safe. 1 millisecond, you had to do it.
Oh, here's another customization question. Would you ever consider allowing worm customization?
I want
Customize
that.
your
I don't
worm.
know. We
Yeah.
should
That
do
would
it.
be cool.
I guess it would just be in the style editor. You just customize your
Yeah.
worm, and then that's your worm. Okay, I'll get on it. Let me just quit this.
But I'm just
Seems
gonna throw
over.
in there metal worms.
Oh, I was thinking, well.
Okay, sorry, I'm gonna have to concentrate because Henry's time's far too good.
One day I will beat you all. I should really spend more time in the game.
Are hoverflowers good?
I've been taking.
I've been taking all the flowers.
Oh no! Wait, multiple people can get the hoverflower.
Yeah, I thought it was only one.
No.
The flowers are generous. It's just
Ah.
the frogs which
The
we
frogs that are nasty.
Yeah, the flowers regrow
Nasty frog.
instantly. That's the lore.
I mean, I've been
Frogs-
taking the flowers, and the people without the flowers are ahead of me, so I feel like maybe it was the wrong move.
I did take a flower, and I think I'm in the lead.
Yeah, but I took every single flower. It only flew.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I just need to beat Doug. And then
I
I'm
think
cool.
you've done it. Wait, is this you next to me?
Yeah.
Oh man, this is close. Huh?
Oh, this is so risky. Why am I doing this? I'm taking the big risks.
Risky move.
No, you did it. You've
Oh.
won.
Risky moves.
Damn it.
I set myself a challenge there. I wanted to try and set the exact same time as Henry. Let's see if I've done it.
No, I thought that was the finish line, and it wasn't, and I tripped over the little rock.
Oh.
Yeah, like, I hit that rock every single time.
I thought it was the
That
finish line.
tiny little rock.
I went down too early.
Oh.
And wrong bag, I'm
Henry
sorry for
did
absolutely
it.
shooting you down.
I'm never gonna make it on the podium.
I mean, we're bullies. Let's just
Yeah.
say it like it is. We're bullies.
When will
Stop
the
Billy,
team
you're community manager.
ever be?
Oh, what? 49.99.
Not even close. I was
Am I-
gonna go cry.
Henry, that race time, I got close to it though. Henry's out on top. I guess he's gonna be the boss for another year.
That's how it's decided.
Wait, what happens if I win?
Yeah,
That
you
makes
promoted.
sense.
You really should have tried harder, Susie.
Damn it,
You not
I'm doing
realise
it practice.
You don't want the admin, believe me.
Yeah, it's definitely a punishment.
Oh my goodness, it's almost 12. How did the time go so quickly?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go say hello to them.
Yeah, let's
Oh, yeah.
scrump.
Let's finish over at Scrump maybe. We can give him a little pat. So yeah, thank you everyone so much for joining us to play Trail Racers today. Hopefully you got to find out a bit more about the game, hear the ins and outs of various different parts that go into the game. But if you want to ask the devs more questions or just chat and play with us generally, then please do join our Discord. There's a link on our Steam page to do that. And also, if you want to play with us on Friday at 5 p.m., right? Yes. Friday at 5 p.m. this Friday, 5 p.m. GMT, we're going to be doing a big community stream that's also going to be streamed here on Twitch. So if you'd like to take part in that and play with us, then please join us in the Discord, and we can all play together. It'll be really fun.
Yes, and wishlist the game if you haven't already, and then you'll find out when it gets released. And yeah, see all the cool stuff that we've shown off today.
Thank you everyone for watching. Thanks Kai, Rombag, Allwing, Blankshore. Can't remember who else was here. But yeah, it was really great. Excited to see all the metal worm systems get implemented.
Yes.
We all are.
There we
Can't
go.
wait.
Jamie's gonna go rogue.
It's gonna be crazy. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Let's play again soon. Please share on social media and post any screenshots and clips like that to Twitter as well, and shout about the game because we'd really love to play with you all and for more people to enjoy Trailers with us. Bye bye.
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 Are we off?
We are.